Ik ben eventjes een beetje de warming-up aan het maken. Omdat ik weer de vraag kreeg. Stel je hebt dus een schouderblessure. En die schouderblessure die gaat helemaal door. Dat je dan toch nog lekker kan gaan trainen. Dus dat betekent ook weer, zorg dat je je training aan gaat passen. Als je op een gegeven moment ergens tijdens de training een lichte blessure hebt gehad. Ja, dus vandaar ook, dit zijn de bewegingen die je eerst heel rustig wil opstarten. En dat je daarna lekker kan gaan werken in je training. Dus dat is juist heel fijn om het eerst even rustig te doen. Twee kanten op. Clockwise, counterclockwise, just warming up with big rotations. Because one of my students asked me, what do you train if you have an injury and you don't want to give up? Then you adjust your movements and your rotations so they are smooth, they are free, no tension. So make sure your warming up gets more attention than the training you want to do. Wat ik dan ook ga doen is overdrijven. What I'm doing is exaggerate the movement. So I go like this, up, let it come forward, relaxed. And I take it up, and just when I feel where's the spot that is the injury, I slightly rotate a little bit, my elbow outside, so I don't make a conflict, I just make a movement, and then I come in again. So I go up, extend it extra. Normally we have it here because we want to go back for striking. Now I am extending it just for the injury. Let it go backwards. Here I feel the stress. And there I'm turning. En als je dit dan heel langzaam doet, gewoon even naar achteren, draaien, naar boven toe, naar beneden toe draaien, zie je dus dat je die beweging in een helemaal lekker kan maken. So now it's a fluid motion. A fluid motion. En exaggerate. Overdrijven deze beweging, gewoon lekker overdrijven. En dat ga je dan ook naar de andere kant weer doen. Gewoon naar voren toe, naar buiten toe, lekker achter je, laten draaien, naar voren opsteken, overdrijven om het eruit te steken en dan draaien. So when you feel that the shoulder injury is slightly warmed up, so you can do your exercises, make sure you are aware of movements in your body that can conflict. Dus don't go through it, stop on time. And just make a little space here for me in the sand, so I can do my hip rotations. The striking we have that we put our thumb just on our finger, just like this, and we can hit with the surface of the tip, and we don't do it on the bone, we do it in the flesh, on the soft spots. So not on the skull, just the sweet spots with the flesh where you can hit it. So our movement with the Volchatka will go like this. Boom. Just like we do with the Shaska. In and out, in and out. And I take my body with me. So first, explore it, and then start working. And the reason why we take our body with us, because we ain't having a static fight. So it's moving, it's moving. En dus ook weer hierin, dat je dus die kant op gaat, is dat je dus ook lekker daarin komt. Hè? Dus het kan zijn dat je wegstapt en hem erin gooit. Maar het kan ook zo zijn dat hier aan de zijkant iemand staat. Ze willen een aanval maken. Je stapt net ervoor. Boom. En je gooit hem echt zo erin. Dat is dus ook de reden waarvoor wij hier heel rustig erin gaan en naar buiten toe. Nou, dat gaan we dus steeds in deze rotatie maken. Dat daar moet de versnelling zijn. Zodat je dus die klap geeft. En deze klap geven gebeurt ook op de onderrug. Gebeurt ook hier aan de zijkant. Dus als we hem erin pompen omlaag. Kan natuurlijk ook waar het meeste vlees is. Daar kan het ook nog gebeuren. Hè? We hebben het ook op de ledematen. Dat wij tikken in dat vlees. In dat vlees. Aan de binnenkant ook. Wij tikken zo dicht als mogelijk bij het gewricht. Maar dan in het vlees. In dat vlees. What I'm explaining is when we are hitting with the tip. We do it in the back. We do it on the side, on the ribs. We do it everywhere where there's a little bit flesh over the bones, covered the bones. We do it on the insides, just near the joint, but into the flesh. Into the flesh. So it really hurts. Up. We do it behind the jaw, from the ear, behind the jaw. Boom. Somebody standing next to you, they want to do something, go in front, you smack it. So the movements we do with the Shaskas or the Volchatkas, you have to adjust that the normal way of working, flanking, is this. But that is not the way you can hit your opponent. The surface is different, so you have to adjust your movement with the Volchatka as well. Normally we would hit like a hit with the whip, but now when I'm up, my hand is turning in, so my thumb is leading the way to the surface of my opponent. So there's a slightly adjustment in how you work with the Shaska. So normally I hold the Shaska like this, I will turn it and go to another movement. But now I'm taking it up, my thumb has to be the weapon and I go straight to my opponent and hit it. But my body has to go with it. So you bring in your weight, you follow your way all through. So I'm adjusting, I'm adjusting, I'm adjusting the way I hold the Shaska. So it's not like this. This is just free flow, figure 8. You know that, you have seen me done it once or twice on this channel. And otherwise I'm thinking in street fighting and my hand has to hit the opponent or hit the opponent. Again, I adjust it to hit an opponent or hit an opponent. And then you go into your movement with the shaskas. We combine this because when we start working with our fists, we always have an assist who can follow up. So when I start hitting someone and I have a surface, boom, my elbow goes in, boom, because I'm in front, short, close combat, tick, bam. So you hit, tick, step in and bring the elbow in. Most of the time you are moving and moving, so there's not time to make a nice clean shot. No, it's like a trick shot, like a dirty move, bam, boom, and you bring it in. So everything you do in that movement you want to hit, you don't want to hit a surface and then get injured in your joints, because therefore you have to bring your body in, make a wave. You know those body waves, and otherwise we make a video on that as well. But you have to work with your body and your arms when you start hitting, because it's a small surface, and if you don't hold it right, your whole hand is not one solid thing to strike. Later on I bring my punching back into the woods and we can strike like that. And now you are knowing we work with our assist, and now I try to make those Volchatka movement, but in strikes. And normally it would be like here, and then you bring the whip, you hear the whip, and now it strikes. You want to have that good solid strike, and you want to go downwards, you want to go over the horizons. So in this area, boom, you can work, or on the side of your opponent, boom, step in. Always keep it in mind. When you do one, make two. Do one, make two. And then you are working that you can strike. So if you can punch in your hand just like I do right now, you feel what surface you are hitting. So I hit with the tip, the top of my joint, but also with this surface. So it's in and covered. Because when you hit flesh, it goes into the flesh. It's not on the outside, it's into the flesh. So make sure your movements will be adjusted, just like working with empty hand. And then you want to bring some muscles in it, so you have to train those muscles, and you want those clean rotations in your joints, and therefore we are working with Volchatka, so we can make those sweeps and sweeps. So I'm bringing it up and bam, smack it, boom, smack it. And make sure your body movement is also like compact. Come back and make sure you are compact, unless there is no other option and you have to fight frontal. So also in this, make sure you adjust your shaskas, or Volchatka, sorry. So for Martin, I hope I answered your question in the beginning of the video about a shoulder injury and keeping training. So make sure you have done your warming up and then softly, slow motion, starting up, and then when it's okay, then you can put some power in it and making some tempo. And sometimes you have to stop and you go empty hand, because we are thinking in street fighting and not in fighting with the Volchatka. So also there, the way I'm bringing my arm in could be that somebody is standing in a fight stance, or he is moving to grab you or to shoot, and therefore I have another way of entering my weapons into the game, and then bam, you smack it. So for this, I hope I answered your questions. Keep training, just a simple movement, injury, all the way up, all the way down, extend it, turn it, and bring all those movements really slow. So make sure you are working on your injuries, and I'll see you on the next video. So keep on training, guys.